Have you ever seen this on social media? Because I care about you, I want you to know you're an idiot if you vote for so-and-so. Oh, what a great big heart that person has. Because I care for you, you're an idiot. No matter who you fill in the blank with. Don't use foul or abusive language. Let everything, there's that word again, everything, always, let everything you say be good and helpful so that your words will be an encouragement to those who hear them. And the last translation says this, King James Version, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearer. See, the goal of our communication, the goal of using our words in all of its form, whether you speak it or you type it or you text it, the form of all communication is to build bridges between people, to unite one another. If you're new to faith, or maybe you don't believe quite yet in who God is, I want to encourage you to use words that build relationships with other people. And if you are a follower of Jesus Christ, you don't have an option. We're told to always and in everything have words that build, language that encourages and spurs on other people to do good works. There is no room for slander. There's no room for some sort of theory you saw on the dark web. And they're all over the place. Because it's slander and you're misspeaking. No, I read it and I trust that reporter. I have followed that reporter and I trust that person. Well, I think we're asking you, do you also trust who God is and the reporter in Paul who wrote Ephesians? Do we trust Scripture to guide us? It has lasted the test of time. And we're encouraged and challenged to not slander. John and I were discussing Andy Stanley, who's a great pastor out in Atlanta, and he has this funny way that he addresses slander when he's talking to people, when somebody's coming to him with a thought and idea, and the other person is not in the room, and they'll say, well, did you know this, and did you know that? And Andy, who's the pastor, will say, no, I did it, and then he'll say, well, but do you know that person? Well, no, I don't know that person. Oh. What is that? What is that communicating? If you don't know, then you don't know. You might have an opinion. You might have a thought. You may have heard from a person who heard from a person who heard from a person who has insider information, who has a cousin, who then has a daughter, who then has a best friend who works in the White House, and it's valid. And now we're playing games that we used to play as children, the telephone game. And now we're betting relationships and our integrity off of slander.